Welcome to South Asia Maps. This is J. Reddy. South Asia Maps is an intellectual Kshatriya channel. It's an educational channel. At South Asia Maps, I will bring you the South Asian heritage in the form of maps, icons, images for easy grasping of the audience. If you are following me at other social media channels, you can go to my main channel, South Asia Maps J. Reddy, bringing South Asian heritage to you in the form of icons and maps. I have added more than 130 or so impeccably made presentations for you. You can enjoy them, and if you like them, you can subscribe and bring the content to the notice of similar audience. And coming back to today's topic of discussion, we are looking at the natural boundaries of the South Asian territories, regions, sub-regions, princely states of British India time, and various kingdoms and so on, from natural perspective like lakes, mountains and rivers and so on. You can find a playlist in my main channel for that. So we are today discussing about the districts of Lalitpur, Jhansi, Tikamgarh. This is in the Bundelkhand region, Uttar Pradesh, United Province, and Madhya Pradesh central border intersection or area. The rivers we looking, which are the demarcations, are Betwa River, Dhasan River, Pahuj River. So here, this is the map that gives you the context. We have a Lalitpur district, Tikamgarh district, and Jhansi district. So Lalitpur, Jhansi, Tikamgarh. The rivers, this is the Betwa River. You can see the beautiful Betwa River on the left side of Lalitpur district and Tikamgarh district. And east side you can see Dhasan River, which is a right-hand tributary of river Betwa. And Betwa itself is a tributary of Yamuna. You have Yamuna River here, Agra will be somewhere here, and Tunla will be somewhere here on the other side, and Dholpur will be here, This is the Chambal River, which is a tributary of Yamuna, and this is the Gird region or Gwalior region or Laskar Plains. This is the Pahuj River. The Pahuj River itself is a tributary of Sindh River. Here there is a Sindh River, not the Sindh in Punjab. It is the other Sindh River. I have not shown here to make the matters less complicated. This is the historic Malwa region. This is the historic Vindhya region. Bhopal will be somewhere here. Lalitpur district is like a panhandle, sits above the Sagar district, Damoh district and Vidusha district. You have Lalitpur, Tikamgarh. Actually, the Betwa River divides the Jhansi district into two parts. The western part is the Jhansi Taluk and the historical Moth Taluk. Eastern part is Mehrauni and other Taluk. And at the border, we have the Sindh river Dhasan here. Historically, the region Bundelkhand is called Jajaku Bhukti. Bhukti means like a land territory, Jajaku Bhukti. Historically, it was ruled by Chandelas, the mighty warriors during the Ghaznavid and Ghorid's time. And Chandelas actually built the Khajuraho temples and those great architectural monuments. They were replaced by other Rajput clan Bundelas, and finally they were replaced by Marathas, and British took over the lot of the remnants of those the rulers in the British India, and there is a Bundelkhand agency and Central India agency and so on. The greatest Bundela known very well is Chhatrasal Bundela, was the father-in-law of Bajirao, the mighty warrior of Maratha Peshwas, and his daughter famous Mastani was the second wife of Bajirao the Peshwa, and other famous Bundela warrior and ruler is Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi during the Sipai mutiny. Bundelas essentially fought like a bulwarks against Islamic imperialism for decades. But in the final round, they were worsted because they failed to understand, even though they are great valorous and great warriors, they failed to understand what Islam is, the ideology and concept, and still they were fighting in their old grooves of Dharma, and Islam has no such concept. Victory was the main aim of any Islamic invaders. That the Rajputs and Bundelas, even Marathas, fails to understand, but that's a different story. And when you look at this little more detail, this is the other presentation. Yeah, here I am showing the district natural boundaries in a different perspective. So you will have the clarity here. Here again the Lalitpur district, this is the Tikamgarh district, and this is the Jhansi district. This is the Betwa river here and the Dhasan river here. I am not showing Pahuj river here, and there is also one more river is called Jamni here, Jamni, that goes along the Lalitpur eastern side. I have not shown that district also for clarity. So you can see here the same. This is the Oxford Atlas Muttaya maps. You can see the Betwa river here on the west side of Lalitpur district, and it goes into central provinces Madhya Pradesh here, and it separates the Jhansi district into eastern and western part. Eastern is we can see the Mauranipur and Geraut in the eastern part, Math and Jhansi in the western part. The historic city and fort of ancient kingdoms Orcha lies somewhere here, and you can see the Dhasan river. This is the Tikamgarh district, Tikamgarh and Jet region and Nivira region. You can see here Tikamgarh and Jatara and Niwari, Tikamgarh, Jatara and Niwari, and Dhasan river giants, Betwa, somewhere here giants Yamuna. This is Jalon district, this is Hamirpur district. That's not the point today, and that is about the district. You can see from the Madhya Pradesh perspective, this is the Tikamgarh district, this is the Lalitpur district. Whenever you see it, this is the Lalitpur, like a panhandle getting deeper into Madhya Pradesh or central provinces, and Jhansi here. The railway line from Bhopal to Bina, Etwa and Lalitpur and Jhansi takes a turn and goes to Detia, Gwalior and Morena, Dholpur to Agra. Jhansi is a big junction and an important city, former princely state, and is a railway junction. From Jhansi one can also take a train and go to Kalpi and Bangipur and Kanpur in the Doab and eventually to Lucknow. And this is the Tikamgarh district and Lalitpur and Jhansi, eastern part of Jhansi and western part of Jhansi, Jalon district and Hamirpur district. We can see the same thing in a different perspective. Here I am showing again you can see the panhandle type from Uttar Pradesh. This is the Orai, headquarters of the Jalon district, and this is the Lalitpur district, and the Betwa river will be here, the Jhansi town and the Betwa here, and here this is the Dhasan river joins Betwa here. This is the Tikamgarh district. You see the Lalitpur district here sits on the top of Sagar district, and Demo district will be, Vidusha district will be here. The Betwa river rises near Bhopal called Raisan area, and Dhasan also south of Sagar region, and this is the Kanpur area, Varai, and this is the Lashkar Plains or the Gid region, Gwalior region, Chambal, and we have seen those things. Excuse me for my allergies. Here I am showing the same thing with a little more perspective. I highlighted the Jhansi district for you here. This is the Jhansi district. You can see the majestic Betwa river on the west side of Lalitpur district. You can see this, the Betwa river, Lalitpur. Famous Chanderi fort, the historical fort, lies here. This is the Ashoknagar district or the Isagar district or Raghogar district or Guna district, the historical. This Ashoknagar here. And this is the Lalitpur district and Jhansi. You see the Jhansi town in the western part of the river, and we see the eastern part is the Mauranipur and all those parts. Eastern part, the Betwa river cuts the district Jhansi into two, and we see the Dhasan river joining here. And this is the Dhasan district, and this is the Tikamgarh area. You have Lalitpur, and this is the Tikamgarh area. This is the Tikamgarh area, Lalitpur district, and that's about the natural boundaries for today. We looked at the fascinating the Yamunapur regions, the Vindhyas, the Malwa, the Gid, Lashkar Plains, the Middle Doba, that is Etawah, Mainpuri, and Etawah, Arari, and all those districts, Fatehpur here. The rivers, we saw the three rivers, the Betwa river, Dhasan river, Jamni river, I am not showing here, Pahuj river, and Chambal and Yamuna as landmarks of Bundelkhand region. Lalitpur district, Tikamgarh districts, Jhansi district here, the historical area, the figures, the great Chhatrasal Bundela and his daughter Mastani, the Bundela Rajput warriors as the great bulwark against Islamic imperialism in that part of the world, and Bharat. And thank you very much for joining me in the natural boundaries, the districts and rivers, and we will continue our sojourn later in other parts. See you later. This is Reddy at South Asia Maps.